The Little Bay fishing village in Westmoreland, Jamaica, is home to a small seamoss farm which provides some of the finest seamoss or Irish moss in Jamaica, planted by Jah Rose, Donovan and Tuffy. Jah Rose and Donovan recently carried out a marine sciences education tour of the farm to show how they grow what is arguably Jamaica's purest seamoss in Little Bay, Westmoreland.
Okay, so this here is a piece of Irish moss, which this is fresh. And this now was a piece that was broken off within the rough sea. Now we had a little creek storm, as we would say. Yeah, and it was losing some of them from the farm. So this is a piece of it.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna take this and replant it, because as you can see we have young roots coming up.
Right, I was about to ask you, where are the roots?
Alright, you see each one of these little stems?
That's a root?
Yeah, that's a root. All these where you see them. All in little bits.
Oh, okay.
So, grow like a brain, how you see this.
Right.
Yeah.
They said this bag was used for what?
This was an onion bag.
Right.
This is where them bring onion in.
Right.
But the reason for this now, because you have the holes where the Irish moss can breathe through.
Right.
So we use these bags for storage to keep them fresh and alive.
In the water? That's after they got washed up on...
after they get washed up on the land.
Okay. Before they were actually mature?
Yeah, before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when the immature ones are washed up on the sea, you get the onion bags, put them in there and put them in the sea for them to be fresh.
To keep them alive.
And then you
replant them. Replant.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what we're going to do with this piece.
Oh, so that's what you're going to be doing now?
Right.
Okay. So just follow behind under them.
Little Bay falls within the Negril Environmental Protection Area and is extensively covered with seagrass beds, which help to maintain water quality by cleaning the surrounding water through the removal of any excess nutrients and pathogens in the seawater. Some historical facts to know about Little Bay. Little Bay, which adjoins its sister community of Brighton, appears to be part of the Brighton Estate, which was once owned by James Colquhoun Grant from Scotland from at least 1817. The majority of the residents of Little Bay were born and raised there and are likely descendants of the formerly enslaved people who remained on the property after emancipation in 1838. Now back to the seamoss.
So we're actually in the Irish moss farm now. And the rope. It's attached to the rope. That's the way it grows. Now that when we're doing reseeding or planting it, we have to actually twist the rope open like that. See? Alright, and if we should plant a piece now, twist it open. And then we just stick the Irish moss through the rope and close it. That's planted.
Tell us about the floaters and so on. So this is the Irish moss farm. And you have to dive, you have to go under in order to...
When we like doing cleaning process, because sometimes we have to clean it from debris and other allergies that grow within the farm. You know, we have some itchy seaweed that grows along with the Irish moss, so we have to clean it from the itchy seaweed. And it also grows on the mooring, so this is some of the itchy seaweed. Call it sea courage.
Oh.
So
it itches?
Yes.
So how you hold it with your hand?
Well, it don't itch in the palm.
Oh.
and the skin.
Oh, okay.
So I like. Alright. So what we do, we clean it from the rope. You know, and show them out of the farm.
So them now go wash up back and go back, go.
No man, they float up.
Oh, okay.
And that's why we have to kind of keep checking the farm on a regular basis. And the seaweed also attracts some of the young sea creatures, because there's a crab right here. I don't know if you can see it from so far.
Right.
Right, sea crab.
So you take them off and put them back in. So this is like a nesting place for the
Like
small animals?
The farm nursery also for the fish and the sea creatures.
What kind of other sea creatures you have out here? Crabs,
Like
fish?
Fish, lobster, you know, eels, morays. Actually all the creatures that live in the water end up here in the nursery. They're small stage.
Okay.
So we have to be mindful, to be careful for them when we come across them. Okay?
Yeah. So this farm is like, how big is this? Is it like what, 30 by 20?
Yeah, well, yeah, this is about maybe 30 by 25.
So tell me about the bottles that are floating up on top.
These are actually drinks bottles and water bottles, which we try to use them in a recycling sense by using them in the farm instead of throwing them away on the land. What it does is keeps the rope that holds the Irish mash from sinking to the bottom of the water. So it's a flotation system. Okay. Because this is a floating farm also.
So tell me about the Irish moss from Little Bay. How good is it?
Well, actually this Little Bay Irish mash I think is the best Irish mash even in the world. So we started the Irish mash farm when I saw one of my friends went spearfishing. So while coming from sea, I saw him with like a handful of Irish mash taken home to cook. So I asked him for a small piece. So I got that from him and twist a little piece of rope just to start a leg of it. Put it in the water, and like about 3 days after, we went back out because he got interested in my idea of replanting the farm. So we gathered together, 3 of us went back in the ocean searching where he got his, which we didn't find much, but we got a bit and started off with like a handful. And you can see in the video the amount we're expanding to, and plus we're growing bigger. One is called the U-tube.
Okay.
That's the name for this type. This is the U-tube.
How clean is Little Bay? The bay?
Well,
Because a lot of fish, because anywhere a lot of fish tend to, baby fish, people, the fish lay their eggs. It means it's good water.
I can say the bay is very clean when it comes to pollution, because we have a lot of nursery creatures, and if there was pollution around, they wouldn't be surviving. Yeah, they would actually die. So I would say it's a clean bay, so you can always come to Little Bay.
The scientific name for seamoss or Irish moss is Condrus crispus. Across Jamaica, Irish moss holds a claim as an exceptional seaweed and is hailed for its ability to increase male libido and fertility. A 2021 study conducted on the health benefits of seaweed's consumption by researchers from the Marine and Environmental Sciences Center at the University of Coimbra in Portugal noted that seaweeds are considered a nutrient-rich food.
If me put in the water, it float here. Now float away. When you come visit freshly.
So this is a salty.
You can taste piece, you know, you just break off a little piece and chew it if you want, you know, just play. Taste piece more if you like it. Kind of tasty good, yeah. You say not taste salty?
It's salty.
Right, so you see stem looking part, right? Oh. That's where you're going to push through the rope. Right. Don't squeeze it too hard, don't squeeze it too much. You just push it through. Take your time. You have to angle him tender though. Because it prickly too. Yeah. So that plant.
Alright. 6 plants of you.
No, not really, but we know how much piece they pan it.
According to the researchers, seaweeds are a good source of minerals, vitamins, essential minerals, dietary fibers, protein, and essential amino acids, which exhibit antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Seaweed bioactive compounds are also employed in biomedical and pharmaceutical industries. This is because they possess antitumoral activity against some type of cancerous cell lines, but they do not affect negatively healthy cells as it happens with current antitumoral treatments.
Okay, you want an official one or real?
So animals go live in there, not you?
Yeah. Some little crabs, yeah.
Concrete in a bucket. And this is what it looks like.
Oh.
So we cast it with a loop.
Oh, okay.
So we can attach the rope from the farm rope to the mooring.
Right.
And we used to have like a piece of PVC pipe come up to identify where the mooring is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other studies conducted by researchers at the Department of Environmental Sciences at the Dalhousie University in Nova Scotia, Canada, noted that the red sea moss has been reported to have a wide range of health-promoting activities.
See the baby crab? It's a baby crab right here. It's a baby crab. So I'm gonna put him back.
We can have a little hiding spot for him, man.
Don't get that, that's cute.
These are cockles and I haven't seen cockles in many years. So I came to Little Bay and I found cockles.
So now I'm setting up one of the floating bottles for the Irish mash. Okay, and this is how we string it. We make a slip knot like this. Alright, and then we put it around the back. Just like that. And then this gonna float underwater and this tied to the rope. So it doesn't go to the surface bottom.
So what's the purpose of the floater now? What is that for?
This normally holds up the rope with the Irish mass. So the Irish mass doesn't go to the bottom of the ocean. And we grow it in the middle of the water.
Okay.
The mooring now, it represents the weight. It holds down the Irish mass now. And when we put on the stringers on top, which we'll illustrate to you soon, Right, this is the weight that holds it at the bottom and then the float at the top.
Oh.
So this helps to balance the Irish mass in the middle.
So that's stone. What kind of stone is that? That's limestone.
Yeah, this one is a limestone.
So he's drilling the hole, and you drill the hole to do it, so you can tie the rope.
Tie the string in the hole,
right,
and then have the float at the top.
Oh.
And the Irish mass in the middle.
Yeah,